Is Matt Roloff, star of Little People, Big World, really about to quit Amy Roloff Roloff Farms? Amy doesn't believe that. She stated the following: Little People, Big World, the conflict between Matt and Amy Roloff at Roloff Farms is still shown in season 25. After their divorce, Matt purchased Amy Roloff's portion of Roloff Farms, and he just constructed a beautiful house for him and Karen Chandler to reside in. In the season premiere, Matt revealed to Amy that, should he pass away, he would like to give her Roloff Farms. Amy, though, doesn't think he's real. Matt and Amy Roloff were seen debating the future of Roloff Farms in the season 25 premiere of Little People, Big World. Matt attempted to rent out the farm on a short-term basis in the past. In vain, he also attempted to sell a portion of the land. Roloff Farms is still entirely owned by Matt, who informed Amy that in the event of his passing, he would like the property to be transferred to her. Matt and Karen Chandler are heard talking to Amy and Chris Merrick in the videotaped exchange. Matt says, "We've all but decided that when I die, we're giving Amy whatever piece of the farm I have left." Amy says, "I'm not even sure how to respond to it." Amy discussed her inheritance plan and the startling chat with Us Weekly. "I might simply give the entire thing to you when I pass away," Matt remarked. And I reply, "Yes, exactly," Amy told the publication. "I have had enough time to get to know Matt. He talks a great deal of stuff. When all of this occurs, I'll believe it." Amy's spouse Chris is likewise not convinced by the proposal. Like Amy, he urged Us Weekly, adding, "I don't think he's actually going to leave it to you." This, in my opinion, was a wise move, since Amy is likely to ensure that everyone is treated fairly. I'm aware of that as her only characteristic. Being impartial toward all of her children, she would be a suitable candidate to ensure that his requests are met in a fair and reasonable manner. It was Karen Chandler's suggestion. She tells the camera that Matt should give Amy the property during their discussion about Roloff Farms and Little People, Big World Season 25. Karen has witnessed the extreme turmoil that the Roloff family has experienced as a result of Roloff Farms' occupancy. Since Matt decided what to do with the property after the divorce, he and Zach Roloff have become distant. In order for Amy and Matt to start over, Karen wants to keep her hands clean from the mess. To Amy, "Let's speak about the fact that I'm the one who thought it would be best if you left all you had aside because Arizona is our joint property." A confessional, Karen remarks. In agreement, Matt takes a seat behind her. She goes on, "Your family built and worked for this farm, and the first part of your life. I arrived after. Furthermore, I never want to take anything away from the family, the children, or the individuals who built it. I don't want it. That's a given. Therefore, the farm is off the table whether we marry or not." Amy Roloff, star of Little People Big World, isn't really in the mood for anything during season 25. Currently going through a boss woman phase, she is yelling out everyone who gets in her way. Even though it seems like the Little People Big World star and Matt and Karen are at odds, she still has to get along with them for a variety of reasons. Viewers were shocked to see Amy commanding Karen in the midst of all of this. Even Matt seemed apprehensive when she urged her forcefully to reveal her ring. How far along is she now? Eventually, Matt and Karen announced their engagement, which is covered in Little People Big World Season 25. Both the former and the latter acknowledged in front of the camera that he had asked the other out and that she had said yes. Even though Karen had previously displayed her ring on social media the previous year, she now wore it on film. This is Matt and Karen's first visit to Amy and Christine following their engagement announcement. Being uncertain about his ex-wife's reaction and whether she would make things unpleasant for everyone, the celebrity was anxious. On the other hand, it seems he didn't think Amy would scare his fiancée. Amy and Karen were seated at a table in a recent episode. "Let's view the ring," said the former without delay. Karen was obviously uncomfortable when she asked for Matt's fiancée's hand in a firm manner. Viewers couldn't tell if Amy was thrilled for the pair because the Little People Big World celebrity had a flat expression. They can't wait to find out in the next episode if Amy thought Karen's ring was beautiful or not. It would appear from her response that she would either approve or disapprove of Matt's news of his engagement. Everyone's mind is being blown away by Little People Big World Season 25 already. The audience can't get enough of it despite its endless turns and twists. Matt's startling disclosure concerning his future chances with reference to Roloff Farms was one such incident. After he sat Amy down, he told her that he intended to leave her his whole property when he passed away. Amy took a while to take in this information since she was so shocked. She acknowledged that she was at a loss for words on this one. It was crazy, as she told the cameras. Yet the surprising part is not there. When they saw that Karen came up with this concept, they were left speechless. It was she who urged Matt to do so, she disclosed in her confessional part. Amy and Matt have constructed Roloff Farms, she clarified. She thus desires to leave the individuals who constructed it unimpaired. Karen did clarify, though, that her Arizona house would belong to her since she and Matt purchased it for themselves. In a previous episode of Little People, Big World, Karen Chandler played the family farm's manager. However, things quickly turned around. The announcement of Matt and Amy's divorce must have come as no surprise when the former disclosed his connection with Karen shortly after. Little People, Big World viewers never warmed up to the latter since they thought it was quite suspicious. Later, after Jeremy and Zach Roloff got into a fight with their father, Matt Roloff forbade him from continuing the family tradition and raising their family on the farm. Everyone was taken aback by it as the father had frequently discussed leaving everything to his children when the time came. When many started claiming that Karen had influenced Matt's choice, she was once again made into a villain on the show. There's news now that she wants to leave the program. For 6 years, Matt and Karen have been together. Still, the majority of the family never really warmed up to the latter. That has been demonstrated by the most recent seasons of Little People, Big World. Many of them believe that the father is partial to his spouse and favors her above his children. Actually, Tori and Zach had made hints that they didn't understand Karen's presence when Matt and them closing on the land. As a result, rumors circulated that she was the one who had stirred up trouble amongst the Roloffs. They feel this way because they think Karen's influence made Matt decide against giving his boys the land. Regarding the future of Little People, Big World, there has been a significant upgrade since such news became public. According to sources, Karen Chandler has made the decision to leave the program. She wants to take this action because she is sick of playing mediator. She presumably wants to keep herself hidden since she must be feeling the negative comments and abuse from her supporters. Karen Chandler's involvement in Little People, Big World Season 25 was hinted at in the trailer, although it's possible that she won't be in future seasons. Zach and Tori have been honest about wanting to start over in Washington. They are now 45 minutes away from Roloff Farms in Oregon due to their move to a new state. Zach and Tori have chosen not to socialize much with Matt ever since Zach was unable to purchase the property. Their relocation to a distant property was motivated by this same reason. For the previous 2 years, they had also not gone to the pumpkin season. They could see what has been going on, Matt and Karen said in their confessional. According to the former, the pair most likely made a deal to avoid going to the farm. Karen also acknowledged that she was unaccustomed to being disconnected and empty. Tori and Zach seemed determined to keep their distance from Matt, even though they appeared concerned and frightened. Are you expecting them to make up in the end? Teasers for Little People, Big World show that when it counts most, Jackson Roloff stands up to take care of his dad, Zach Roloff. What else do teasers for the upcoming Season 25 debut reveal? TLC will debut Season 25 of Little People Big World on February 20th. There's a lot of anticipation for the next season because of all the unresolved family drama from Roloff Farms and all that TLC has revealed in teasers. There's also a distinct vibe going into the Season 25 debut this time around. There have been indications from Tori and Zach Roloff that they are quitting the TLC program. The long-running franchise's future is in doubt if that happens. Fans of the program are preparing themselves for the prospect that this upcoming season may be its final one. Spoilers for the most recent episode of Little People, Big World reveals Zach Roloff's shunt repair surgery's aftermath. In order to assist remove extra fluid and distribute it more evenly throughout his body, he needed to have a shunt changed. Zach Roloff felt he might not make it through what he accomplished, therefore there will be tough moments ahead in this predicament. In the teasers for Little People, Big World, Zach Roloff is recovering. Jackson Roloff stands up big to take care of his dad when he needs it most, as he recovers from his illness. Even though Jackson is still a small child, he has had prior surgical experience. Fans of Little People, Big World like seeing these precious moments between father and son. He is particularly watchful as he assists his dad while he heals. Zach was limited in his abilities to lift objects weighing more than 10 pounds while he healed from his operation. According to Zach and Tori's Little People Big World Season 25 teasers, Jackson worked as a police officer while his father was recovering. Zach's recuperation proceeded as smoothly as possible thanks to Jackson Roloff's vigilant enforcement of the rules and regulation of everything. Zach stated he was still having a lot of headaches after the procedure. Those headaches were triggering for him after all that he had gone through. He was always concerned that things would become worse with every headache he had after the procedure. Spoilers for Little People, Big World reveal that Zach Roloff does his best not to overthink it when he gets a headache. He is quite worried that his shunt could stop working or that he would need to undergo another surgery. Jackson Roloff, his son, will take care of his father and make sure he has the best comfort possible while he heals. Watch Little People, Big World, Season 25 debut on TLC exclusively on February 27th at 9 divided by 8C. 9